Scholars gather at Taraba State University for launch of Dr. Bello Ali's groundbreaking book on Dawah. Nigeria repatriates 115 trafficking victims from Ivory Coast. Governor Zulum bans petrol sales in Ghana to strengthen regional security. And welcome to Haske. Hello and welcome to Haske News. My name is Farida Haq. The academic and Islamist communities are gathered at the Taraba State University, Jalingo, for the official launch of a groundbreaking book titled Fundamental Concepts, Principles and Practice of Dawah in Taraba State, authored by Dr. Bello Ali. The event attracted dignitaries, scholars, students, and representatives of various Islamic organizations. Shatima Jidere was there and now reports.
The book launch held at the Theatre Lecture Hall of the Taraba State University was chaired by the former Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the Taraba State University, Jalingo, Professor Bakari Aliyu. The university then welcomed the guest and commended the author for his scholarly contribution to the field of Islamic propagation, urging individuals and organizations to support such academic works. Speaking at the event, the national chairman of Jama'atul Izalatul Bid'ah wa Ikamatul Sunnah, Dr. Ibrahim Jalo Jalingo, applauded Dr. Bello Ali for a job well done. He described the book as a valuable resource for both scholars and students and recommended its translation into Hausa and Arabic to reach a wider audience.
Kuma shi Dr. Bello dai Allah ya ƙara ƙarfafa shi. Ci gaba da irin wannan aikace-aikace. Kuma yana da kyau ma shi littafi ya kokari ya dan fassara shi da zuwa Hausa zuwa Larabci wannan zai fa'idantar kuma na san zai iya yi.
The book was reviewed by Professor Abdullahi Yusuf Usman, who noted that the publication comprehensively covers the principles and practice of da'wah activities in Taraba State. He described the work as timely and relevant, especially in an era where proper guidance in religious propagation is needed.
Throughout the history of Islam, there have been two major zones of da'wah activity. They are demographic expansion, that's through conversion and consolidating the existing constituency. Allah says in the Quran, "Kana nasu ummatan wahida." فبعث الله النبيين مبشرين ومنذرين أنزل معهم الكتاب بالحق up to the end of the verse. The message of Islam is for the whole mankind, and the dissemination has to follow some ethics and methodology.
Highlighting the importance of the occasion, the chief launcher Alhaji Abubakar Isa Kasim purchased 3 copies of the book for 150,000 naira, while the deputy chief launcher Professor Ali Ahmadi Alkali followed with a purchase worth 30,000 naira. The launch of Fundamental Concept, Principle and Practice of Dawah in Taraba State marks a significant academic and spiritual milestone, promoting deeper understanding and more structured engagement in Islamic propagation across the state. Shatima Jidere, Haske News.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has announced the successful repatriation of 115 Nigerian nationals from Abidjan, Ivory Coast, most of whom were identified as victims of human trafficking. Barry Cletus has the details.
According to a statement by the ministry's spokesperson, Kumebi Ebenfa, the returnees were flown back to the country at no cost to Nigerian government through a special Air Peace flight, which landed at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos at 3 p.m. on Saturday. This repatriation follows a pledge by Air Peace chairman Allen Onyema, who condemned the trafficking of underage Nigerian girls and offered to fly the victims back home free of charge. Onyema also promised free medical care for the returnees at Duchess International Hospital Ikeja and called on the federal government to support their rehabilitation and education. He described human trafficking as inhuman, ungodly, and a clear example of man's inhumanity to man, urging a collective national response to end this scourge. Barry Cletus, Haske News.
Borno State Governor Professor Babagana Zulum has imposed an immediate ban of sales of petrol in Bama local government area, including Bama town and Banki, in a decisive move aimed at bolstering security in the region. Shatima Jidere has the details.
The directive comes after consultations with security agencies as the state government intensifies effort to combat insurgency and restrict the supply of fuel to suspected terrorist elements. Announcing the decision in Maiduguri on Saturday, the governor's special advisor on media and strategy, Malam Dauda Ilyas, said the governor is determined to cut off access to critical resources that may aid criminal activities. Governor Zulum warned that everyone found violating the order will face the full weight of the law. Governor Zulum reaffirmed his administration's commitment to restoring peace and stability across Borno State. He also called on residents of Bama and its surrounding areas to cooperate with the government and security forces in the ongoing fight against insurgency. The ban is the latest in a series of proactive steps by the Zulum administration to undermine insurgent operations by restricting their access to essential supplies, including fuel. Shetima Jidere, Haske News.
The Nigerian Customs Service is set to deepen its collaboration with the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation as part of the effort to boost national revenue and enhance capacity building for its officers. The report. This move follows a significant increase in the service revenue performance, and it's aimed at reinforcing fiscal cooperation between the two key government institutions. Describing the visit as timely, symbolic, and remarkable, Controller General of Customs Adewale Adeniyi highlighted the crucial role of the Accountant General's Office in revenue management and praised the initiative as a step towards stronger institutional synergy. He also noted that the service recorded a revenue growth over the year 70% before the end of 2024, an achievement he described as a testament to the determination to support the government's financial stability. The Customs Chief congratulated Ogunjimi on his recent appointment and applauded his proactive steps toward interagency collaboration. He welcomed the Accountant General proposal for joint training programs, noting that such initiatives will enhance both capacity and institutional cooperation. Farida Haq, Haske News. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors has raised strong objections to the National Universities Commission's recent directive upgrading degrees in pharmacy, physiotherapy to doctoral status. Eric Latus again has the details.
In a statement signed by its Executive Council, the association cautioned that while it supports the professional growth of all health workers, the blanket conferral of the doctor title without adequate public sensitization or systemic healthcare reforms could mislead patients, escalate interprofessional rivalries, and encourage quackery within Nigeria's already fragile health system. The association noted that although the NUC's move to extend the study duration to 6 years aligns with global academic standards, it could foster unhealthy competitions rather than collaboration in the healthcare space. They emphasized that diagnosis and treatment have traditionally been the responsibility of medical doctors, a role globally acknowledged through distinct pay structures and clinical hierarchies. Barry Cletus, Haske News.
That's the news on Haske TV. I am Farida Haq. Stay tuned for a subsequent program. From me, it's a goodbye.